Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this is okay. So guys, you can join the Zoom link for discussion, and I think stay with the YouTube for more discuss. Only the Q&A I'll be handling in the Zoom. Other things I'll be looking at the YouTube screen only, what you can see here. So I think Zoom, you may need to wait one person only at a time. Otherwise, I'm trying to see which is working better. Let me get my writing also. Where is this writing pad? Guys, Zoom, I'll be
I'll be
talking in
talking in
YouTube
YouTube
only. So
only. So
one
one
person
person
after
after
one by
one
one
by
we
one
can
we can
discuss.
discuss.
That
That
helps
helps
for
for
better
better
discussion.
discussion.
So
So
wait
wait
a
a
minute.
minute.
This is I think I thought of writing on the screen also, but let's see. And go if I take so USB per MP. So this is not accessible. Okay, I think this I'll see later. This is not mandatory. Okay, so there are a couple of things I have captured for today. I mean, some of the queries and yeah, this one let me yeah, I think still it is going where it is coming. Okay. Guys, these people who are in Zoom,
Zoom,
actually the
actually the
mic
mic
settings I'm
settings I'm
seeing,
seeing,
like when
when
I
I
speak
speak
with
with
the
the
YouTube
YouTube
audience, I
audience, I
think
think
this
this
mic
mic
may not
may
be
not be
audible for
audible for
you.
you.
Please
Please
cross check.
cross check.
I'm
I'm
also
also
checking the
checking the
options for
options for
keeping it
keeping it
simple
simple
next time.
next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
a minute.
Okay. Yeah, let's start. I think initially, let me speak up. I think I'll change it to. So there are some points we have observed recently. Like there was a question in the. So there was a question. There are some points we have observed recently. Comments and even in the message in the Nimble Prerana Instagram. So let me answer few. Then we'll go back to the discussion here. Our Q&A in the Zoom and also the further discussion for today. So there was a question about I have posted like if you could see this question,
what is that?
especially
Especially
there
there
is
is
no
no
agencies
agencies
or
or
training
training
centers
centers
to
to
give
give
proper
proper
guidance
guidance,
or the
or the
information from
information
the
from the
internet
internet
source.
source.
There is a
There is a
question in
question in
the
the
for the
for the
poll.
poll.
These
This
polls you
polls
can access like you can access in our community tab in our channel. So there you can respond to the polls. I'm collecting the feedback so that I'll put the discussion connected with the context. So you can see that the agencies are the support centers. That is true, but The problem is like I have been talking to people here and I have seen various occasions like not just for this context. There are many such occasions where the culture difference is coming, like the way they are expecting and the way it has to be. So many people who are guiding from outside, like the groups or even the people, some places the information is even not relevant, just because that the background or the exposure what they have is different from the actual context is what is happening in Japan. So there are such minor differences we have seen, and my observation is, and how can I distinguish, is because I have been working with the agency here, where this agency basically focuses on bridging the gap between our what do you call, our international, our cultures, individual countries, the cultures are different, and the culture in Japan and how they handle is different. So I have been working with them, so I know the differences. So that is one reason. So agencies, even though it is there is challenge. Maybe that is why they are there is not so many, because it has closely connected. And another thing, there is a good news for all of you that who are coming, who are aspiring to come. It's a kind of motivation. So yesterday I have been to one career guidance agency in Japan. It's like I went for some other work, but the discussion, like, it's in Japan, the hiring and the job opportunities are very good in numbers, but it connects with the process. Like, you can't directly, what do you call, it is not easily possible for you. It's not possible for you to connect to them directly, but in companies like in Japan, you have to go through some channels, and the channels, even there is also the culture difference is coming, like the way we go and the way they wanted. You might be hearing the Japan companies, they will hire you but will hardly fire the people. So that is a secret. I mean, basically people consider that one. So yesterday those people also said, like, we'll be putting some more content, maybe we'll put some session from them what they are expecting, so that you will know. But basically this is a motivation for aspiring students, that there is a opportunities are more and the competition is also more. So your efforts will not be wasted, that I could say. And there is another people I am trying to bring him to here. Like, I'm trying to help you people to come to Japan and minor things, but these people who are actually working, they're helping you to survive in a better way in Japan. So those people also I've been closely working. Maybe I hope I'll bring them sometime in the live, so you can interact and you can see further. So another question, I think I'll answer in the due course. Before that, I'll take some question. Then there is one more question from, I think this question, like, it's not about demotivation. Uh, it's not about demotivating the question that there is no people guiding outside, but you can try your best, that I could say. And we are also trying to do, if there is something else, I could bring it forward. And the second question, let me come back later. So there is a questions in the chart, and also there are some two people in the Zoom. So Siddharth and Praveen, you can Siddharth and Praveen, you can also interfere now, no problem. I'll be answering a couple of questions. So let me see these questions. Meanwhile, you can interrupt, or else I'll start answering the questions in the chat box, in the YouTube live chat box. So I'll be 12th. When the application will be open, can I apply? Actually, this is for undergrads. I think that's another question. There is the course applicant, somebody, some private scholarship. One of the person, I don't know if he joined now live. So that scholarship is only through the embassy tracks. So you have to approach in the month of May, June. I think in India it's May, June, but other countries it will be like April, May, June, likewise. So you can check around April, May, June. Mostly I'll also try to put the update once it comes here. And the next question. I'm graduating my master's in 2030. Will I be able to apply for MEXT scholarship from this year? I think this is a sarcastic comment, or it is a typing mistake. Please correct me. I can't comment. Now embassy route is going to open for masters. Steps to get MEXT. I mean, in details, filling the form, submitting in offline, online. I think the details are shared already. What do we call? The full application details are already there in our channel. You can explore that one. I'm not going to repeat the content. Maybe I'll put the same. I'll try to cover the same topics in upcoming days. But I think I may not go so detailed like what we have covered already. There may be like when we answer newly, you may find some better answers. Like I may give you some better suggestions that I can add, but I'm not going to cover the same complete details. So please check our videos recently or even last year. There were complete documents filling guidelines is there. Siddharth and Praveen, you have written something. What kind of things do you think? This is question by Siddharth. Okay. What kind of things do you think you can contribute to Japan and your home country through experience of studying in Japan? I wish to know about the Tokyo Tech PhD admission. Who's is going? Let me put this question in the chat box so that others also can see what I'm reading. So if they have similar questions, they can. This is question, and second question is, sir, I wish to. Where is this one? Okay. So I think this question I have answered, Siddharth. It's a broad spectrum. Like here, I may answer in a short way, but it's a big question and it's an interesting question. What kind of things do you think you can contribute Japan and your home country? Even I have got some speakers in our live. I think there was this interview questions guidance by another friend. So he shared it's like there is so many things you can put up. Even yesterday that bullet points I shared, you know that. 6 bullet points that's meant for some other purpose, but that will help in answering these kind of questions. Like you can put up in a nice way. So for answering now, I could say like what kind of things do you think you can contribute to Japan and your home country through your experience of studying in Japan? So some ways it can be like you can contribute the technical advancements in your country, and you can contribute the technical advancements and applications you develop in Japan, and it will be helpful for both the countries or even your country, or it can be for other countries. And the studies you'll be studying here, it's not just focused with getting the degree, and you will be able to work on the what do you call you will be able to work on the applications that will be useful for many other applicants and sustainable goals. Such things you can include. And culture, yeah, especially the culture and bilateral relationships, that is one of the major aspect they focus on. Like they have to keep on working for this bilateral collaborations and nurturing. So you can say that you will also involve and help wherever it is necessary. Siddharth, that is one technical, one application, one culture, and what else? I think there are some more I have suggested in our videos. Last time I have verified the CTC, that undergrad application. That time I have read this question and I have answered some more. Please go through. Maybe this year I am planning to revisit the questions. Maybe while sitting completely, I may get even different suggestions from other scholars. So I may even collect some more feedbacks, Siddharth. So that is a suggestion. And another question is, I wish to know about Tokyo Tech PhD admission whose application is going on. Is MEXT Scholarship applicable this PhD September 2nd? September 2022. Praveen, actually this question I have seen that notification. I think recently somebody asked me in the live itself, and even I have went through the website again. So this question basically what is this? they have this opening. This is a normal admission notification. Like there is this. They have the call for application now this month, next month, and it says partially. It says there is a scheme. They have the funding, and that is going to be closed in 2 years. So for PhD, the funding will be for only 1 year something, and remaining you need to handle by yourself or some other fellowships. So there is some scheme there. It's ending. I have been talking on various sustainable schemes are the projects, the new funding schemes. So it is one of that one that is ending this year. So that's what they put up. And admission wise, it's a normal intake to my understanding, which is like every year they what do we call, they take some people for the regular admission, April and October. It includes self-funded, and it includes MEXT Scholarship, and it includes like multiple categories. So it is like you can choose, like if you are able to put yourself if you are able to support yourself a little bit or something, go through that one. I think that scheme is interesting. I like that scheme, but the funding wise, sometimes some people cannot afford. But I think I could recommend, like, give it a try, talk to the supervisor. He may be the best person to guide if there is some funding issues, how can be cope up. But still, talking to a guide and requesting for supervision will help in one way or the other way. So I will, and because there is a notification, and now if you ask, it may be the right time. So Praveen, I think you can try out that. Scholarship is good. It is for PhD and masters both, not for undergrads, sorry, that is only for masters and PhD. That's kind of university recommended. And the other questions, others, if you want to talk or ask in the text anything, you can join in the Zoom also. I can hear you, or even you can put me in the text. So the Zoom links are in the description below. Even on the screen it is visible. So where is this questions on the screen? Okay, there was more questions. Let me go back. So where I was, this 2030, this question, I have question. So if I'm not able to convert it well, I mean graduating my master's degree in 2030. Okay, that is answered. I'll be able to apply for research student program provided by MEXT Scholarship. I think this is again another misinterpretation of the information. What is this, like research program student? It's not something. Okay, let me answer that. Let me read the other question. Like, bro, 2030, 2023. Okay. Yep, so what's happened? Ajay, should we get any document for college except for BTech? Okay. So actually, research student program is basically meant for the language course before enrolling for masters or PhD. So that's a major, I mean, many times research student meant for that. And sometimes there is 1 year program, they come for 1 year and they go back. The language students also, they also called as research students. So directly research student application, I don't think it is possible for 6 months and 1 year and converting like that. It's actually admission. If you get admission into masters or PhD, they will put us in a research student before making as a regular masters or PhD candidate. So that is what I could understand in a better way. So I'm graduating in masters. I'll be able to apply for research student program provided by MEXT. That is like you're applying for PhD only, not for research student. And PhD by default you'll be put up in research student. Many universities, like very few has direct that English program, but most of the time that programs are, what do you call, most of the time the programs will be not in English, so they will put up in research student. Then you will be going for regular student status. So that I think I have answered that. Should we get any document for college except BTech certificate? I think I remember getting transcript up to the date. Maybe you may not have final transcript. That I remember I got. And additionally, I think I have got transcript and I think the endorsement they have asked the expected graduation letter. If you are not graduated, that letter they have asked us, and that is we can get from university. And what else? Maybe the endorsement. Sometimes when you send hard copies, the letter we need to get signed, that we can get from current university, the dean or administration, whatever the in charge. So that way. So that I could say Ajay san. And what is BTech branch? My BTech branch, I am a core mechanical student and I have been to manufacturing and micro nano fabrication side, and now I am working in some other application area in my PhD. I think you can see in my profile, it is in the, yeah, it is there. I think it's shared. Which agriculture university in Japan will be good for applying for admission into MEXT? This is an interesting question, guys. Whoever is there here, the other applicants, like the other countries, it is a observation from my side, and it's very sorry, Siddharth. I think there is some echoes checking is happening, so I'm muting and unmuting. So you can see, I think YouTube channel is not interrupted. Zoom, I am interrupting only when I'm answering, I think. So there are many text. Let me read out afterwards. So this question, this Chuo-san asked this agriculture university. Basically, I have come across recently from, I have attended one Japan, Russia, the forum, the conference. There I have come across many speakers from Italy and even Korea and Japan and Russia. So it is like the agriculture research and the architecture research and design perspective. These are the fields, like some countries, what do you say, some countries may not have much scope, but in Japan, or even in Japan we're talking, so it is having high scope. So agriculture universities, even the Hokuda University where I am studying now, this is one of the oldest agriculture school in this island. It's a biggest one. So you can apply many universities that are there. This also I'll recommend Choi-san, what do you call, the Hokkaido University is itself is agriculture research is very good and very effective. Like they are working on various problems. So other universities, I could say agriculture. Maybe I need to look at it again. Maybe you can try from the list of the universities, and maybe keep me texted in Instagram. Maybe I'll take some time, but I'll get back to you if there is some recommended special list of universities. I'll try to answer it through friends. I'll get back to you. Please text me in Instagram once. Nimble Prerana, same name. So there are other text in the Zoom. Where is this? I think Praveen, I just reading this much text will be taking more time, so better you can ask directly from what you are asking in this. Second point, it says it is applicable only for current undergrad students to wish to masters there. I don't know which notification have you seen. Like recent live, I have checked that link and I have shared it, I think. So that notification is for masters and PhDs. So which one are you referring? I'm not able to understand. Can you a little bit more clear? If a student in first year university in India and also apply for masters undergraduate, is it affected the application? I think, Siddharth, this is an interesting question. Like applying during the first year also. First year also it is like recommended. I have heard, I think some friends told me they tried in the +2, that is after +1, +2. Again they tried for, what do you call, they tried for first year bachelor's, second year bachelor's. And there is one story like he got after bachelor's completely for master's, he got admission. He didn't get in bachelor's. So people try, some people got, but some people didn't get. So it is contextual, you can say. I think there are more observations and suggestions, and meanwhile this discussion or the questions, I wanted you to try preparing the documents and make it apply. Then coming to live, I may help you to improvise the documents. Maybe occasionally I may ask you to share the document to me. I may give you better suggestions. So it's like helping the preparation of documents also. I wanted to help in the due course, like you can prepare the documents in a better way. So maybe there will be some better chance of winning the scholarship this year. Siddharth, because I have tried for 2 years continuously but failed. That's what I said. That I just told, like, there are people who tried for 3-4 years and they got at fourth year or even after completion of bachelor's. So I think for that cases, I have tried to help couple of students. They had similar issues, but I have tried to read the documents. When I go to the documents, the what do you call? When I go to the through the documents, representation is not good. Maybe I will also recommend you prepare your documents again and once share it to our Nimble Prerana email ID. I may if I have some maybe the different perspective or comments I will give you that may help sometimes. So where is this? I think this is expected to keep it here. Okay, so that is one thing I could say. This TITEC admission notification, international graduate programs, I think yes, that's you can send me sometime later. I'll try to help you if there is something I could help. This notification, Praveen, let me see. What is this notification? International graduate program, C, master's program, doctoral program, integrated doctoral education, spring fall 2022. IGPC. I think this is a MEXT round only, but I have seen not this one. I have seen the other one. This one, it may be not right to comment directly what I see now. Let me go through this and I may try to answer it in the community tab of YouTube channel, or else I'll try to put up a short observation on this. I think this looks to be different notification, Mr. Praveen, what I have come across, so I can't comment without going through properly. So guys, he's talking about this notification. Maybe any of you are also having some observation or comments, please look at it. I'm putting in the chat box in the YouTube. So that link he shared, it seems to be interesting. I'll go through again. So sir, in the past and present field of study, we have to write the statement of purpose. It's basically kind of motivation, past present study. Try to read that, see that recent video. That it is a good 6 points. The student asked for German application, but I have put for you also because the points are interesting. Bring that kind of context in your writing and include the past present field of study, like including your interest in between. So technically you're speaking about your interest, but you're including your past present research. So there is no separate statement of motivation, I think, in the MEXT documents. I don't remember I written when I applied. So we have to write our statement of purpose. Yes, sir, when we are applying for MEXT scholarship, do we have to appear in the university entrance examination in Hokuda University for masters in agriculture? This is specific doubt, choice on. I think there are my friends who are studying there. I think I can talk to them and get back to you. Maybe some cases they give an exam, but not always. So I'll clarify you once again. Please put me a text in Instagram. I'll try to revert back in a few days, where we can share my document to you. Please put it to the email ID. That is an Nimble Prerana email ID. That because all the mails and documents, maybe in the future, if we get some more comments or response from the embassy or something, I can put the support for you. So this email ID, it will collect all the communication I'm doing. So Nimble Prerana at Gmail ID. I may not share the document, that is for sure, but please put it to this email ID. Otherwise my email gets clogged with all this data. What makes a good research topic? This is an interesting question. Basically, everyone has to remember and try your best. So, research topic, basically what is happening in the trend currently, what I have seen in the Japan or even the other universities in Japan. Basically, this topic of such sustainable development goals. Because of COVID, there is a lot of impact happened. I think I made a video on that. There is some interesting observations. So something connected with the environment and with the nature, something connected with the impactful or technological inventions, or some good improvements or optimization, something. So the first things will go for mostly the application oriented and the sustainable leads, and the next thing will go for something which will connect to the countries and some innovations, something like that. I could say these things, but there may be more ways. Suddenly recalling may not be, I mean, I may say something odd, so I don't want to mislead you people during the process. So that's what I could say now. So Siddharth, I also research. Sir, may I go on audio Zoom call? Praveen, you can speak. That's better, so that you can unmute and speak. There is no issue. Okay. I also research work. Can you hear me, Praveen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah. Can you ask a bit clearly? I think I was a bit not clear what you have asked. That's why.
Hear me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you ask a bit clearly? I think I was a bit not clear what you have asked. That's why.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. I can. Sir, there is a slight echo over here.
It's not clear.
Yeah.
Ask.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. So, sir, there is a slight echo. So, sir, I wish to clarify about the Tokyo Tech admission procedure. So, I am applying for the IGPC PhD program. So, in there, I have already got the consent letter from the professor. So, the thing is, I wish to get the MEXT scholarship, and that is university recommended. So, like after the interview and all, so the university recommends the for the MEXT scholarship. So there is this thing they have mentioned that they will be providing the scholarship only to those who
One
One
second.
second. One
Wait.
second.
Wait. Why there
Why
is
there
lot
is
of
lot of
echo is
echo is
coming?
coming?
Is
Is
it
it
from
from
your side?
your
You
side? You
opened
opened
any
any
devices?
devices?
right.
Did you
Did you
open
open
two
two
devices?
devices?
Sir, is it okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
now
it's
it's
fine,
fine,
but
but
when you
speak,
speak,
there
there
was
was
background
background
another
another
voice
voice
is
is
coming.
coming. Please
Please
mute
mute
that
that
YouTube
YouTube
one
one
if you
if
are
you are
opened
open
already
already
parallelly.
parallelly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Must
is
that
because
is
of the
that's
YouTube.
yeah.
yeah.
Please
Please
mute that
mute that
one or
one or
close for
close for
when you
when
are
you are
talking to
talking
me.
to me.
Haha, sure. So, sir, should I repeat the whole thing?
Yeah, please.
That would
Actually,
be
it was
better, right?
completely merged the voice. Please.
So, sir, the thing is, I am applying for the PhD program at Tokyo Tech. So, in the IGPC, and I have
Okay.
already got the consent letter. And sir, the thing is, in that there is uh, this written that the person who should be getting the MEXT scholarship should be pursuing an undergraduate program from there, and must be applying for the master's program. So this is the crucial thing that I wish to know. Is it applicable? So we aren't able to apply for this. We can't get the this MEXT scholarship now for September intake. Is it, or is something I'm missing here there? So kindly
First,
clarify it.
let me clarify your condition. Like you are graduating in which month? The bachelor's.
Sir, I have completed my master's. I'm applying for the PhD.
So which month you completed the graduated period? What is the month and year?
Uh, sir, I have completed in October, 2nd October.
So
September. My result came out on October.
so that is last year.
Yeah, last year just.
So you are saying for next year
4
admission.
months.
So I think there is no overlap.
No, sir. No, sir. I am applying for this April intake. This one. I've
Yep.
already got the consent letter.
April intake, the deadlines are still there. I was wondering.
Sir, no, sir. Application procedure is till April, and the intake
that
is
is
in
October.
September.
Yeah, that is October admission basically. So for that one, the second point, what you're saying here, by applying for one of the master's program, commencing September, be studying one of the bachelor's program at Tokyo Tech as of April 22. So this is basically, this is what I got doubt. So now it seems to be mapping. This is not a regular intake, it seems. It seems to be people from Hokuda and self-funded people. And for people from abroad, this second point, what you said, it is saying completely different. How the resident student status retain until end of the scholarship period. It's for current students. How the nationality one of the countries designated by MEXT guidelines. Praveen, do one thing. I think it seems to be there is some something fishy. So I'll read once again the link I have copied what you shared to me. I better go through it and may text back to you in the Instagram maybe today or tomorrow. I'll see once again, like there
Yes,
is
sir.
something
Thank you.
clash, it seems. I understood.
Yes, sir. Probably some written text they have missed out. Probably I don't know
No.
because
Either
I'm a,
either it can be for internals candidates, not for externals, or if they already given you consent means there may be some other things which is missing and the maybe you might didn't
sir,
see. No.
sir, consent is for the application, accepting the application. The interview process later month of in May.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Maybe the way we look
Consent
may
is
be
for the
different. That is fine. I think when the way we review may be different. I'll let you know if there is something you can approach this year or if there is some difficulty. I'll text you back. I think there was one more notification, Tokyo Tech. This is where is that one? I shared actually, that is somebody posted and I have shared the link somewhere where I shared. Maybe I'll get back to you that also. Maybe it will be helpful. That I have seen for sure, that is possible. But this scheme, what you shared, IGPC, it looks to be there is some another norms for this. I'll reply back to you in a. Please text me now today, and I'll get back to you soon.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So Siddharth, research work on the topic green hydrogen as fuel. If I include this it recommendation later, should it be helpful for my application also? Actually, these research topics, building on the research profile on the in the laboratory, what is happening, it is much more relevant, Mr. Siddharth. So if you tried something like this, they may be okay. But hydrogen as fuel, it may see this is what I was telling. What is new for us or what is special for one country may not be true for other countries. So when we need some global understanding on this. So when I read some of the research topics in Japan, it is already for them it's normal. Some of the topics which are not even normal in many countries, not including India. So likewise, this particular topic, I think you better read some literature in the Japanese universities, what is happening, including that lab you're applying for, and then you can formulate more. That I could suggest. So there is few more questions in the chat box. Where is this? 2023 MEXT Scholarship did not come still now. Yeah, it is not there so far, but it is the time for embassy recommended slots very sooner. So we are trying to help you to get the documents ready beforehand. Coming on the day and seeking for something, it is not so good every time. I think it happens like you will have some chances of rejection. So that's why we are trying to discuss beforehand, and this is a time in few months, I could say. So my research area is on social conflict. So will I be able to plan a research plan under my area? Every topic is a every topic or every field is an interesting one. The only thing is that we need to bring and see like the gaps, what it makes it more attractive. I think social conflict is it's a connected with one of the SDG. If you see, by the way, maybe let me tell you people, I think this may help you applicants also. People don't see, I mean, looking in one thing and seeing the application in other area, that will be like a hack, I could say. So this is one thing I have observed for in a different timing, but I think for you people also will be helpful. You can, let me speak, let me send the link, UN SDGs. So there are SDGs. I think this will help you, at least couple of the applicants in our group now who are talking here. I'm putting the link here in the chat box. So these are the SDGs I used to talk. Siddharth and Praveen, you can check in the YouTube chat box. It will be there also later also. So these SDGs, if you see, basically your proposal try to include something or other thing, at least in the interview level. So one of the SDG, it should be able to connect, like this one, social conflict, what you said just now, it will connect to the SDG. SDG 5, gender, not gender equality, reduced inequalities, SDG 10, I think it will connect, and maybe you can see there will be more, if you click that one, you'll find more details. What is that SDG? That is Sustainable Development Goals by United Nations, and that is, I think, people consider in a better way. If you can include little bit about that, and how can you connect your research topic. So Pachini, I think I couldn't read the name. Pachini-san, you can refer the link. When will the university track for MEXT start for 2022? Choi-san, you are very late. I'm sorry to say, it's 2022. I think it's almost all closed. It will be in the month of the previous year, in the month of for Hokkaido it is November, but usually it starts from April, sorry, not April, September, October, November, December, until January also. So February, very few. I think Kanazawa was the last one last year. I remember. There may be more. This year, Muroran Institute, I think that is the deadline tomorrow. If you have anyone of you wanted to try for PhD, I think you can try Muroran Institute. Where is the link? I think I shared in the chat box. Let me try to put here also. So that is this is another interesting thing, guys. Who joined in the live, I am saying now, you're lucky now to hear these comments. So I shared the link here, Muroran Institute. So I think yeah, I thought of talking about this also in this live. So you're lucky that you are here today. So basically this Muroran Institute also, like somebody, yeah. There is another topic in the chat box. There is discussion. Somebody asked in the WhatsApp group also. Both are connected. Let me read out the context what they're asking. Yeah, what is a global university? Something, right? Where is this one? Rankings, global university, which is a global. They tagged me. Kanazawa University. After that, global 30 programs as a university in Japan, so where they offer courses in English. So this question, like the global or the sustainable goals programs, each university gets the schemes occasionally, like they try to get the funding from the government and they fund for the international few people. I think there are the numbers also. Yeah, I forgot to answer. There are 7 people they will be taking in this scheme. And they'll be out of 7, 3 will be supported by MEXT and remaining will be supported by either other scholarship or the different private scholarships. So these numbers also they were asking how will you know? So basically I had to tell you guys. So this I have got internally, like there was students who are in that university, they put up the mail to them and they write something more because they are not applicants, so they write the details. And even in the notification, if you see somewhere, it will be available. We need to read it properly. I think Kanazawa University, last time when I was trying to put up a video for you, there I have seen these details, like there are numbers and what is the slots, all these details. So I think that is the one side, numbers, details. Another side is the SDG goals or the developments. So universities, once they reach to certain level, the problem they'll be working on will be changing. So it's like let's say this university is working here at this time, and after 2-3 years the responsibility or the works which will be working in that university will be increased. Let's say this Hokkaido University or Tokyo Tech, now they are working on a bigger problems, and the other universities are getting the status of national and international, that the growth, like they are giving funding and that helping them to grow. Likewise, Muroran Institute, they got some funding and they have asked for this call for PhD notification recently. So that is interesting and good to know for aspirants. So keep seeing the other universities also. There is definitely there will be some additional funding due to Corona. They are trying to fill up the gaps in the academics also. So I could highly recommend, like, keep watching and you can explore the other schemes. I'll also put up if there is something internally we come to know information. I think the way of understanding is, that's what I'm highlighting here. I'm not saying that people can't know this, but if you see that way, you'll find more opportunities or information around. So that thing. And I'll be graduating bachelor's on 22 June. Results will be out in September, October. When will be the same best time to contact professor for university track? Choice on, I think you are in the right time, I could say. It's not too late or too early. And June, October, if you graduate now, if you are in final year, you are allowed to apply. It's not that you should get the certificate for masters and PhD. For bachelors, it is mandatory for them to have the certificate. I think for masters applications, for PhD applications, you can start applying now, start approaching to professors with some intervals from now itself. So get the positive response and keep them with you. Sometimes they may not respond, but some professors may respond. So you start approaching some people and keep revising it. Don't send same documents if you don't get responses again to the other professors. Try to change a bit, and keep updating the representations from the discussions. So I think keep you can start approaching very soon. I think don't ask for scholarship when you approach when there is no deadline for the scholarship. Don't ask admission through the scholarship. Try to ask for guidance if they are willing to be supported by you, I mean, like supervising you. And then later you can ask if there is a funding support. Directly if you ask, like, they cannot do anything, so they will definitely maybe not reply, or they may say no. That is it's like you can't ask about scholarship if you contact professors when there is no deadlines for scholarships. So I could recommend you can try, but yeah, that I could say. But the good time will be in around June, but by the time you will be busy with the graduation and all, so better to try little bit early. And June, July, August, September, that months, it is a high peak time. People will try for contacting faculty. Sir, completed my 12th class and right now I'm dropped out of my college. Can I apply for MEXT Scholarship? It is a highly competitive bachelor's program, Sanjay-san. It is maybe challenging, I think. Can you apply for masters for Murana University? Jay-san, actually I tried to speak to the office people because of you people. I mentioned I need to ask for some applicants, so I have emailed them on behalf of you all, and they replied it is only for PhD. So I'm sorry, this is not for masters. So, and maybe you can keep looking for other schemes in the due course. This is already deadlines are passed, so I think there will be no new information. It's extreme this month. They have to wind up from the universities and the embassies. The Tokyo MEXT has to work on the finalizing list by August, September. So universities will stop processing this year intakes anymore. So this university also, they are completing the process within this month, very short, for 3 applicants. That is for PhD, university recommended MEXT slots. Okay, so I want to apply for information communication, networking, computer science. Please recommend me university with best professor. It is a big question, Ranjan-san. Actually, there are many good institutions. I think Muroran Institute also, when I heard, when I interact with the students who did studies there, they said like that is also good. You can try for that also. And other universities, there are many. Some are good for the employment, some are good for research domain. Likewise, I think I cannot recall completely, but you can explore the bigger universities. I'll also see if I'll remember this question maybe. This kind of discussion we used to have, like when we interact with the new scholars from different backgrounds and different people. I used to sometimes discuss and bring back these answers. In the MEXT Scholarship, can we apply for April 2023? I'm graduating in June 2022. Yes, Vedanta Sharma Shan, that is the actual timing people do. When they graduate or before graduate, for masters and PhD, that is possible. For undergrads, that is, they have some difficulty. But for masters and PhD, yes, that is possible. Apply for April 2023. That is, what can I do to get selected in MEXT Scholarship? Work on the documents and then try your best. And it's like we have to have some profile a bit to be stronger. We can't completely cook up the documents, so we should basically have some data from our background, some credentials. On the top, we can expect something we can develop in the documents. So that is bitter truth, but we have to accept. So I also this one. How many candidates selected in MEXT undergrad India approximately, because there is no data available? This is a mixture of what do you call? There are a lot of factors included in this, Siddharth. Actually, I tried to dig up some numbers, but I think Gaurav has mentioned some numbers in our other videos. I think nowadays he's mentioning the footage for GK's Global Korean Scholarships. I think he put some numbers about this, but that is still for that year. Like every time there is a chance of varying the numbers, but it's very small, I could say, for undergrads. But there is other schemes like STC, CT, so they may have some more numbers. So overall, very few, less than 20 maybe, or even lesser, because it will be for global. They have to consider all the countries, right? So that I could say. And what is this questions? How hard is masters in Japan? Masters in Japan, the coursework is not difficult, I think, I could say, because I have done some courses during my exchange program before my admission also. And projects are interesting. They work a bit seriously. I mean, maybe it's true for other countries also, but even in India, they work seriously. But some places, some works are interesting, I could say. Not everything. I don't want to generalize. So it is little bit hard. You will get. It is true. Once you are coming out of the country and you are studying, you will get time for studies. You have to give time for talking to your friends and family, and it is like almost packed schedule, I could say. The talking and the working and studying, it will be like very stringent, but still people will enjoy because you will have multiple people around. You will get new places to see. So it is good and challenging, I could say. It's not bad and difficult. It's a good and challenging, and people get the reward. Like if they work more, they get good job with good pay. That I could say. So adding to some more suggestions, I wanted to speak and share for you to get some motivation is there are a lot of companies in Japan, and you know that population, they're trying to do something. They're declining in population, and they're increasing international scholars and international candidates to get hired. Nowadays, the Japanese language, other countries is growing more, and they come here for working. So there are many factors many factors that gives a good opinion to come to Japan also for higher education, and equally there is competition also. So that I could comment. And any other questions you can ask me. I think I am trying to make some snow videos also. It's one is like the snow videos. I think please watch it if you are aspirant. You watch it like it's a scope actually, how to handle snow management in the winter areas and the snow seasons, how the architectural designs. That is an interesting topic. You could see. I just tried to record something. I'll upload soon. And the other way you can even see, like it's a maybe I am first time in the snow, so that also you can see. And yeah, there may be many ways to consider. I mean, it's not just I'm making a vlogs, but I find it's useful, and some of the memories which will be for me also, like the channel will be I'll be remembering these memories too. So that is just information, and another 5 minutes is there for today. Anyone wanted to talk or ask something, you can ask, or else I'll close it by saying some more discussion in the group. I wanted to summarize. Yeah, there are this discussion in the group. Actually, these undergrad applications, please you have see. I mean, you have another group. Please discuss there. The PG applications, they're getting confused. So please discuss in another group. And anyone get into Kanagawa University or Fukuoka University with around 80%? Yeah, this is a topic about the CGPA, right? So I have made some videos, and still it's a burning question. Every people think about CGPA. So the CGPA actually matters up to 70% for PG, 70 plus recommended, but 80% is still a good number to my understanding. Some faculty may, yeah, even for me, some faculty said your CG is low, but it's actually they're trying to see the better applicants. It's not that your application CG is low, but the trade-off will be like CGP and your research documents and your background, something it will be there. But it's not a fixed number like 70 or 80%. It's a minimum. Maybe some universities, but not for all. Fukuoka and Kanagawa, maybe I think Kanagawa. Last time there was a guy from our channel who got this admission into Kanagawa University. I didn't know his CG, but he told me he asked some of the process, and after selection he updated us. Fukuoka also there were some people. No, I'm not sure. I need to see. Yeah, by the way, after getting selected, there are groups. I think this I'll put in another video. There is suggested things and activities are connected groups to minimize your confusion or the transition period. That I may put it sometime. And English ones, purely Japanese university and purely English. No, nowadays many universities are trying to have some English vibrants or the diversity in the students. So it is actually both. It's not just only English. Many places it is both actually, like Japanese and English. Even the many many students and school children, they are trying to learn English from the early stages. I think the policy they have changed a little bit, so that is also there. QS global rankings. Global rankings, QS, it is one way of looking at the university, but not always. This is another question in the group. So global rankings sometimes doesn't give you actual scenario, because they may have like in India, if you see the IIT's global rankings are different, but if you take engineering, they'll be in the top 50 or top 100. Likewise, the schools, they work on the research areas that will affect the rankings of the universities. So that one. Any MEXT scholarship winners for masters and PhD here in the group? Guys, please don't ask these questions in the group. I was literally laughing when I see these kind of discussions. It is a very sensitive topic. Even if you get selected, you will understand very few people are willing to share when they are in selected or when they got seat directly. Very few people will be okay to share publicly. Many times it is kind of difficult for them to share, because there is many uncertainties even after processing these things. So I think there are people in this group who got selected, but I think nobody replied in public. So you can put the questions instead of asking whether they got selected or not, that they can answer. But these things, maybe once you get selected, you will be introduced to them. There are groups. That is one way. There is another group. There is any other questions? WhatsApp group. Yeah, I think this for embassy, right? There are questions for masters, PhD. Yeah, I think that's a major topic for the day I have considered. So let me close the link today. So wish you good luck. So I think that's all for the day. Praveen and Siddharth, I'm closing the link. Good luck. Siddharth. 10 to 90, 11 to 70, 12 80. Is 11 score matter? I think so. They consider together. It's for undergrad you're asking, I think. So it matters because people with 90s percentage, they still compete. So that matters. I think hurrying is not a good way. Things will get clogged. I may don't like when I don't know properly. So you can put some things in the text. 1290. Yes, that will be good. I think 1290 percentage. Because many people, when there is more people, why they take risk to hire the people with less CGPA, right? So how can I get a chance to study Osaka University undergrad? University selection, I think this is again highly competitive. They'll consider everything, the academic and the future plans. Many things will come into picture. So I may take some time to answer this. Specifically going to one university, how to get into that one, I'll try to find out. So Praveen, I have shared this video recently. Check out some scholarship schemes, and there are some more things. I think I'll put up in the due course. Like summarizing in a better way is not easy. Like many channels I see, like why I put channel, because the way of explanation, it is like in the same way, or it's like I feel there is some gap, so I put the channel and I am putting information for you. Same thing like for this scholarship and the other informations, many people think very differently. So I still find interesting how they perceive the information processing. So this other scholarships and other ways of studying, some information is there in the recent videos. You check, but I'll try to put more in the due course. You're welcome, Siddharth. It's fine. That's it. I'm closing this Zoom link. So YouTube, there are questions. What the exam happen and how should I apply for exam? That is the university track exams. I think university will give you, what do you call? University will inform you about exam, undergrad exam in your country. I mean, in your respective embassies, they will communicate to you. So try to check with the office, Sanjay san. I'm not able to comment about undergrad completely because I heard it when I interviewed one of the scholar in our channel. I heard it is very complex procedure. Like many times there are many uncertainties or the processing. So check with the office once. I will if I come across some information interesting, I'll put up here. So I will close the live. Any more questions? Thank you for joining the live. I should acknowledge this. Again, it is 2 p.m. I think we have some more people to come live in our channel. I hope I'll bring it them in a better way to get more content. Good luck, Sanjay. Have a good day. Others also have a good day. Thank you.